All right, mate. All right, Gazer. Merci, good afternoon. How are you? Good afternoon. Gillian as well. Good afternoon to you. Fuck me, do you know how bad this fucking algorithm is? It's crazy how bad it is. What's happening? Good afternoon. Um, okay, all good. All good my side. All good my side. I was just I had what let's put it this way, I had one too many drinks over the weekend, so I didn't bother going live. Thank you, whoever's tapping that screen. What you want today, Barry? Barry, same shit, different day. I was just trying to catch up on what happened on the weekend. That's being up straight and honest. I was only trying to catch up on what happened on the weekend. I know I do believe I missed some protests in London, um, which I'm going to play them videos in a minute. But I do actually think I missed some not even in London, in Ireland. In Ireland, I think it was Emma. Thank you so much, and I appreciate that. Thank you, and a massive thanks to whoever's tapping that screen. If you're in here and you're not tapping the screen, I can see you. It'll be a matter of time before I block you. Good afternoon, Artana. How are you doing, mate? Um, yeah, fucking yeah. OTC, the GPO protest. What was your thoughts on that? OTC. If you want to request, you can come up and have a chat. You're more than welcome to request a box, if you want. But what was your thoughts on that? Was it a right thing to do? I mean, it would seem like with the years of the religious arguments between people, I want my 180. The Mac, what are you at about 180, buddy? Listen. I can barely get 20 people in because I've got that many videos reported of me that last week. That the mes- Give me 10 minutes. Yes, Dublin is always trying. Yeah, no, OTC, you're more than welcome to jump up for a chat. Not a problem. Um, Oh, you want? Oh, I gotcha. No, the Mac. If you lived over here, um, I would have thought that was yours. Um, but definitely not. Get them out, says Barry. Barry, who the fuck are we getting out? Who are we getting out? Because if we're getting people out, I've got to leave as well. I've got to leave and take me Irish passport with me. Do me a favor because I'm on bad terms with TikTok. Can you please just tap the screen? You don't gotta send nothing. It's absolutely free to tap the screen if we can. When I get over a certain amount, it will then send the notifications out properly. Um, to that account, what was that account? Boy Mum Reviews. Good afternoon to you as well. Good afternoon. Do you actually think that that protest? Look, I've got to be careful here what I say, right? But I'm too hungover at the same time to give a fuck. Do you know what I mean? But I'm trying, as you can see, how bad my page is struggling. I'm trying to not fall out with many more people, right? But I really want to have a fucking say at the same time. I really do. Now, I'm just trying to figure out who the fuck is being put out and where. Because I'm hearing the same in England. I don't know where to go. I don't know whether to go to Ireland or stay in England. Do you understand what I mean? Princess Charlotte, good afternoon and a massive thanks. I don't know where to stay. Huh? Nowhere feels safe anymore. I don't feel safe. Um, they were looking to create the GPO. Okay, so um, who? Because we can't work on day. You know, we hear this all the time. They and them and us and we and I and you. Who is them and who is they? Can we break them down into categories? Barry, am I reading that comment right before I mute and block you? Please tell me I'm not. Please tell me I'm not reading that comment right. Is that really what Barry has belittled himself to do just now? Sabi, good afternoon, Linda, and to anyone that has just joined. I'm very, very sorry. I'm just more surprised with bullshit Barry coming in and talking shite like that. Hashtag get out, bullshit Barry. Get out. Listen, we don't, not on this page. Do you understand? You might get away with it on other pages, but not on this page. And let me put it that way to you, all right? Your opinions are welcome, but that, calling people PKs, is not the way forward. Oi, oi, my neighbour. Good afternoon, all Penny in the chat. Yeah, honestly, like I say the whole time, you're entitled. Excuse me, sorry. I've got bad. What's it called? Indigestion. Is it indigestion? I need some Rennies. I need a packet of Rennies. Um, what happened was my missus went with some family for the weekend, and of course, me being me, I took a full advantage of the house. I had the wolf tones blaring. I had the music, the bottles of bud flowing. And now got the worst fucking stomach and everything over it. Honestly, I'm trying to hold back the diarrhea. Um, what's happening, our little miss, and to anyone that's just joining. But yeah, I had the wolf tones blaring. I did. I had the wolf tones blaring. I had the music playing. I had the Irish music playing, and yeah. But I'm gonna be turfed out in the next hour. In the next hour, I'm gonna be turfed out. Is it kicking off somewhere, Anto? No, not that I'm aware of. But to be honest with you, I just come on to have a chat anyways and have a catch up because I haven't been on for the last couple of days. I don't know if it's kicking off. And I personally think that London will be quiet today. The reason I think it's going to be quiet is because of the rain. Now, I walked up to the shop there about 20 minutes ago and it was raining. So normally the protesters, the hardcore protesters won't even come out in the rain. Do you know what I mean? You've got your weekend categories that come out screaming and bawling Saturday and Sunday. And yeah, I think that's it. I think normally anytime that we kick off a protest or we show it, Eve, a massive thank you, Liz, Penny, and everyone that dropped the heart meets, and thank you to that mum reviews and each of us in here. And whoever's tapping that screen, whoever has tapped that screen and clicked the repost button, a massive, massive thanks to you as well. Sunshine, good afternoon to you also, and to anyone joining. HOH, where are the protests against HOH? Prince Andrew, your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is as good as mine. Like I said, look, you know, we see these protests happening on the weekends, and that is when pretty much this page would normally be busy, but unfortunately, the rain is stopping people from caring. So the people will protest when it's a nice day, and they want change. They want things to change. They want, the world is such a bad place. And when it's raining, they forget about how bad the world is to other people. Do you understand what I mean? Like, I need to seriously organize a protest myself. Now, I can't even have a TikTok account in my own name. Can't have it in my own name. because of the last time. Now, I was in the newspapers against TikTok. Yeah, I ended up in the newspapers, ended up in multiple newspapers for taking an argument to them for what they're doing. So I can't have an account in my own name. And that's being off straight and honest. So everything else is in different names. Um, but I would love to be able to hold a protest or organize a protest, but not worry about the weather, not worry about what day of the week it is. Like people will turn around and say, I'll see if I can make it. They want to hold a protest. Emma, good afternoon and a massive thank you. They want to hold a protest. Yeah, listen to this. This is where really you need to let this sink in, right? They want to hold a protest on the weekend. Why do you want to hold it on the weekend? Why? Because it's easy for you to get a day off your work, and you probably got a couple of days off. And guess what you do with them 2 days off? You stand outside of the same government you're paying tax to. I'm not talking about you directly in a chat. I'm talking about these protests. Yeah. You had major concerns and things were really, really bothering you. You wouldn't care what day of the week you got out into the streets with. Do you understand what I mean? You wouldn't care what day of the week. But 9 times out of 10, the protests that I've seen now is the weekend outside of the government buildings, that you're arguing about paying for illegals and paying for WARs, and then Monday to Friday, you are putting that same money that they are using into their accounts. Do you understand what I mean? If you really want to make a difference, you need to do it on the weekdays. You need to show your passion. You need to show what you want to do, what change you want to get. And the more you close it down on the weekdays, the more the people will see.
That you may get a bad diarrhea.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Pauline, a massive thanks, but I don't want you to get diarrhea. But a massive, massive thank you. I really appreciate that.
That you may get a bad diarrhea. That you may get a bad diarrhea.
But God, I changed that the other night when my guts was bad over the drink. Pauline, a massive thanks. Danny, a massive thanks. You, ML, and every single one of you. Now I feel like I'm embarrassed to continue the conversation, but we're gonna go. All right, we're gonna go. We're gonna
That
continue.
you may get a bad diarrhea.
Jesus Christ, God forgive me. Um, if anyone is sending anything and it hopes that you get a bad diarrhea, I completely forgot that I had said that. I'm very, very sorry. I completely forgot that I had said that. So that was when I was going to go live the other night, and then I realized, I said, Tony, you've had one too many. I was on my own. I go live, and then I thought, no. But look, without getting all
That you
political,
may get a bad diarrhea.
I'm sorry. You're gonna have to bear with me for a second. Pauline, a massive thanks. Your name is being spoken in Miss Red's live. What now or this morning? Was it now or this morning? I haven't even got my other phone with me. My phone is in there on charge. Just now. So what for? What's happened now? I haven't even been online. What's happening now? How was your night on the book? No, do you know what, Bella? To be fair, I am. I had a couple of drinks. I had a couple of drinks on the boat, and then I just went home. I didn't have a long night. Julie or anyone that's joining, I don't know, people. I don't know what's going on. What is a good diarrhea? 100%. What is a good diarrhea? OTC. I don't know. I've just came live, people, and the last time I remember, I didn't have a problem with Mitch Red. I don't know why I'm being spoken about there. I
That you
haven't
may
got a
get a
clue.
bad diarrhea.
Pauline, a massive thanks, and Courtney,
That you
Emma.
may get a bad diarrhea.
I don't know what I'm being spoken about. I don't know what I did. I haven't even done that. I haven't even been live. That's being off straight and honest. Linny, a massive thanks. That's for just a bit of debate that they're all. I don't know what. I don't know what. I don't know what's going on. I honestly, I have. Hang on. Can I look at Miss Red's live on here? I might be able to bring it up on the screen. Miss Red, because I don't have the phone beside me, but I might be able to just see what is going on. Is Miss Red even live? It's not showing up on mine that she's live. I don't know. Listen, I'm not, like I said, I'm not involved in anyone's drama, so I don't know what the hell is going on. Apparently, Teddy got you to crack some woman called Beth. The fuck? Well, that's news to me. Honestly, that is complete news to me. Let me just see if I can find. Oh, yeah, Miss Red's live is there, but I won't be able to jump in. Yeah, let me try to get the volume on. I don't know what's happening.
I've said about
Corey,
her.
sorry, it's
So that's
going to
never gonna
court, is
go
it?
in.
Did this yes have decided it's
I have
going to
s- I-
court? You're such a
again-
liar, Corey. Stop lying.
Can I speak now?
You're full of it.
Howdy, good
I
afternoon,
have
and
signed
Joanne.
a
Sorry,
statement, and when
I
you
don't know what's
Everybody
happening,
sign-
people. I didn't even know that that this was going on.
On every single statement,
Okay.
it says,
Oh,
"Are you willing to
Talia?
go to court? Should it be taken to
Yes,
court? Are you
that-
willing to
that's what I
support
said.
this case?"
Yes, that's what I
yeah, but
said, Talia.
everybody's statement says that.
I would be willing. I would be willing
Stop
to go to
making
court.
it
Yes,
out to
Talia.
be something it's not, Corey. Go to court.
Let me
I
get
will
my
be willing to
phone
support
and
this
I'll try to
case.
go in on a
that is
backup
where it's
account
going, Talia.
Oh, did the
because I don't know what's
CPS
happening.
say that? Did they?
No, Talia.
No, well,
oh
only
my
the
God.
CPS can decide that. And that hasn't
I'm telling
happened,
you,
has
Talia,
it,
that's where it's
Corey?
going.
Ricky hasn't even given
Talia,
a statement.
I'm telling you, that's
Stop
where it's going.
lying. The fact
That's
that you
where it's
tell
going.
people your dad's a police officer
Talia
and you
from
come out with that
Heston.
rubbish is laughable.
All right, darling.
What is that? Who said
You
I
just
done
sat
it?
in a public box and begged me in front of 5,500 people to drop the case, and then you would leave me alone.
You made your bed.
Alicia.
Sorry, I just like the song.
Serve yourself. Yeah, I don't understand.
Sorry.
No, listen. I never come
It's
to
sometimes
misread.
loud.
I
Oh,
never.
Because I was
But
blocked,
someone just said I'm
but
being
I
spoken about in there. But I
unblocked
just want
her
to know if
to
I'm being run
And
down.
I did say if it
I'd
was
rather
to go to
fucking
court.
given a chance to defend myself
Tezza.
somewhere.
Who blocked?
But I don't
I
know. I've
don't
just
want to
come on
out
for a
them, so
chat. This is why I hardly come on this anymore. Ads, good afternoon. This is why I hardly come on here anymore.
Red's gonna go on a mad one.
I did it with my non-mod status. Loved it.
Look at her face. Look at her face. She's biting her lip. Oh, she's fuming.
Well, I honestly, I don't have a clue what's going on. Like I said, apparently you threatened a woman
I'll
called
dead things
Beth.
with
Who's
anybody,
Beth?
But with Rickster and Talia,
Can someone
with
please
what
tell
they've
me who
done to
Beth
me and
is?
what they continue to do now in this box, if she come up here as calm as a cucumber,
Don't even know who a Beth
and
is.
and then she said, "I'd like a phone call with you, and we could speak, or you know, we could have a phone call with me, you, and
Genuinely
Luke, or
don't have a clue.
whatever,
I'm just trying to listen to see what's going on.
and we could dead in that sense, then I wouldn't have said no. But she doesn't want that. She wants this argument. She wants this back and forth. This is all on her. Ricky's blaming me
There's a
for everything.
mention
This is not me,
her
Rickster.
recording
This
her
is her.
song
Nothing to do with
Ruby
me.
Team, and
You
you
said
came
what
in
you
and
said, and I had no choice but to prove to my community and myself that you cannot go around saying the stuff that you say. And granted, I've got a mouth
Yeah,
like
I
a
was
sewer,
going
but I
to
ain't
her
gonna tell
house.
anybody. If I do anything wrong, you call the police
I
on
can
me too.
fucking barely make my
Same
own
as
way
what
back
Tez
to
did.
my own
I
house.
wouldn't the police on all of you.
I have called the police on everyone
Are you
in this
towards
life.
me, or it's
Right,
not the
it's not your
Tony
fault, Si.
that argue
I
with
called them
my
on you
children?
first, pal.
Let me go into Miss
Is
Red's.
that who
One
she's called
second.
them outside?
Yeah,
Let me go.
I'm waiting to speak to them about Alicia.
No, are you sure it's not the other
I
Tony?
just think
The
it's
one who
just, it
argued.
comes to a point like people are gonna. I don't think you're ever gonna stop people cam to you, and
Thank you,
people
bro.
are very jealous of your platform because people say, "Oh, you know, she
Let me
hasn't
get me
changed
other
it," but why
phone.
change something that works?
It wasn't. Thank you for the gifts, guys.
Definitely
Thank you so
you
much.
on it, Tony.
It
Okay.
wasn't. It wasn't the cam to him with Tezza. Tezza just irritated me in the wrong time when I was going through
She's
what
a
I was
Tony
going through with
official.
Talia and Rickster. So she just irritated me at the wrong time. So I just went at her. But again, I never once called her a pedlo. What I said was she's on a special register and she can't slow us down outside schools.
Well, I mean, sorry.
Yes,
But we didn't even know about your fallout.
Yeah, because I don't
But
know what is
on
meant to be
We
being
didn't
said
even
about
know
me.
about yours and Tez's fallout
That's
until
why,
the
like I
next
said,
day.
I normally
So you
come
just
to
assume
protests and
that
stuff
she's
that's going
come for
on.
you off the
Stephanie
back of
Roberts, good
us,
afternoon. I
and you've
normally
gone
come
and
to with a
harmed her.
protest,
So
but
you should
it's a fucking Sunday. Can't be arsed with the
was
dramas.
probably erroneous
have
thinking
you
about it.
apologised?
However, I apologized the next day.
Right.
And then 2
Let me
days
get my
later,
other phone, because my
she comes
phone
on
is in
me
the
out
other
to say
room
she's rung the
charging.
police.
So you're saying if I ring you up and or if I
Right, sending only Tony.
calmly say,
Can
No,
someone
you are
please
not welcome to ring
but
me up.
you
send
rang me
me
up 2
the
days
account
ago
for
and said I lie about
Bep,
my
because I don't have a clue who she's on about.
miscarriage.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know, Penny. I
Why
don't
did you
know. I'm
ring
being
me up
brought
just
up
to
in
say
live
that?
again, and I don't have a clue what is going on.
I think there was more in the
I can't even
conversation.
mind
Do
my
you
own
wanna explain
business.
all
You
the
rang me up and I
conversation?
said, what do you want? You said, I just want to know if you believe your own lies like you believe you had a miscarriage.
Right. And what happened before that conversation?
Well, we were going back and forth in the boxes.
Yeah, probably to that.
Talia sorted
Talia.
each
Totally
and
can't.
sorted poison eyeballs.
Talia, I was the only one, right? Other than
Donna,
Luke and Red,
thank you
obviously.
for letting me. If I'm going
Right.
to jump down by everybody. Hi, Carol, darling.
She knows it.
This
But
cause is
we
tough to
feel
stand
pushed
on,
into a
that's it.
corner now.
Yeah, trigger
And
warnings in the
I'm,
chat, please,
I'm not
people.
being
Trigger
funny,
warnings in
but
the chat.
this
I'm not
is horrible.
Yeah.
This is really horrible. And like, I'm getting police knocking at my door like 1, 2 in the morning looking for him. And I've got children, and Ricky doesn't even live with me. And I've got children in bed. We've got to get to school in the morning. You a QUEER.
He called me a lot worse than that, Talia.
But so has everyone else. Why?
It doesn't matter.
Why are you pushing?
I don't
for
know who
this
Beth is.
so
I
much?
swear
Because you're
Talia.
in
on
love
my
and you
heart,
want to win.
I don't know who
You've
Beth
ruined
is.
it, Corey.
If that's
I don't have a clue
You've ruined
who
his
Beth
future.
is.
Talia,
I don't speak with
all he needs to do is
Pezza
hand
or
himself
anyone
in. The problem's
privately.
solved. He'll get
I
released
don't
on bail,
get
pending
involved in them
investigation, done.
dramas.
There shouldn't be an investigation.
Don't
It's
try
ridiculous.
to not get involved in the
You're sat in a
FYP.
box in front of 5,500,
I'll
7,000
go
now,
to London
telling me
to
to
cover
drop the case.
protests,
I'm telling you, it's
and
ridiculous.
If
I
you think
don't
it's
I
ridiculous,
don't know what is
then
going
that's
on.
absolutely
All
fine.
right,
But I personally
Corey,
don't
I
think
know
it is.
you.
Talia, he turned
I'm
up
just
to
going
my
to listen
home.
for a couple of minutes, but can we put trigger warnings in the chat, please? And also, please just keep tapping the screen, because it's going to cause a negative again on my live as well at the same time.
Right, Talia.
And I just really don't understand
Up
it.
to my
Don't get it.
house. He tried my door. He went on a homophobic rant 2 days prior to that.
Why?
He then turned up to my address, Talia. Hold
Tell
on.
everyone why.
Talia, hold on. Then he turned up to my address. Then
Happy Sunday to that M account. I don't know if there is any protest. Look, let me go and get the other phone and just find out, because
what do you want me to
I'm
do?
not going to go
barely talks
round
about you,
round
and then
two with all
Rita
this
Talia,
fucking
last
drama
night-
messing with
Talia,
people's heads.
last
Yeah,
night you
I'm not
tweeted
going to
about
do
my
that now.
done with you now, and
I'm
he
cam
doesn't
to
care
and misreads
anymore.
now, because I
I'm the one
wasn't
that's asking
when
you
I
to
first
stop
fired
him.
up the
You
live,
don't give to.
only because I'm being
Talia,
spoken about
Talia,
in it.
he just
But
dragged
I'm
me in
not
this
going
box
down
less
that
than
road.
5,
I've got
6
two
minutes ago.
beautiful girls and a family here that I'm going to protect by all means possible.
Okay, but listen,
And I'm
you
not,
did put
this
an
time
address out
around,
and
going to
my
allow
phone. You gave my
people
phone number to
to
that
just
one
sit
there.
behind
You
screens
have
running
done the
people
worst as
down.
well.
Number 2.
Okay, that's all I'm going to say on that. I've had enough. I've had enough. Please tap the screen.
Melissa,
If you can
Corey
hit
did
them
that.
small bits of
Listen, you all
targets,
know
please
what?
do,
So
because
this
I
is why I'm
guarantee
banged up and
that
all.
I'll
You
get
see what
fucking
happens? You think you're a
bananaed
cunt.
before
You're a
this is
fucking
out.
Vicky,
Pauline
That
and
you may
everyone, a
get a
massive
bad
thanks. Give me 2
diarrhea.
minutes. 2 minutes. I'm gonna go and get me other
Well,
phone because I'm
So
not.
I was
I
one of
want
the
to
only
stop
people
this before it even
that
fucking
backed up my
starts.
girlfriend when she said she suffered with a miscarriage.
yeah, but then Corey says the worst about my miscarriage.
Talia, no, I don't
am
go,
not
Talia.
Corey, Talia.
Hold
I
on,
am not responsible for Corey. I've always
Okay.
said that about your
That you may get a
miscarriage.
bad
No, and
diarrhea.
I haven't called you a CEO
Talia.
either.
Talia, I have questioned you off the app in regards to that. All I literally said was I am not discussing it. I ripped apart EQ. I ripped apart Delusive Angie. What else do you want from me?
You started with that I was lying and I sent you a photo.
No, I said that to you on the phone privately. I never once said it on this app.
So how can we sort this out?
You begged me not to join them. You said.
thank you very much.
You wish.
It's the 777
Talia, that's
on.
all I did was support you in regards to that. But he is trying to spin it as like I slagged you all off, and that's the reason why you turned up to my house. It never happened.
No, this turned south when you read my address out online to 3,000 people.
Talia, he ran his homophobic attack on me way before that, babes.
Do you know what? Hang on one minute, because I'm annoyed
You need to
now.
date market, Talia. I'm not in the wrong
No,
yet.
it wasn't.
Can we
Ricky,
let Miss
please.
Red speak on our live?
It was the same day you read my address out and then he said all
Talia.
those things.
Talia, I
respect
promise
the
you it
host?
wasn't.
Guys, can
Sorry.
you all respect the host if she wants to speak to Rickster?
I'm back now. I've got the phone here, but I don't know if.
Then put him in the
And
box.
who the fuck are you to block me from Luke's
Talia,
live?
Talia, darling,
What?
it's Cockapoo's
What are you talking
birthday
about?
today.
You
so
the other day.
Starlight Saga, good afternoon. Linda, Anicia, massive thanks
Is Rickster there, Talia?
for every single
He's
one of you.
logging off in the comments.
I'm
That's who the
really
fuck
trying to
he is.
figure out what's going on.
In-law, butt out.
You're not married to him, so
Son-in-law.
shut
Well,
your
married.
mouth.
How do you know?
You're not
You're not.
married to him,
Butt
so
out of
shut
it.
your mouth.
Butt out of
Another
it.
lie.
All two of them.
That
Well,
you may
it's
get a
not- it's
bad
happening.
diarrhea.
Red.
Right.
That's amazing.
Thank you, Michelle.
That's so beautiful.
Oh, little Miz.
That's lovely. Thank you.
Don't
I think
think
that
this is
was
about you
I
talking.
know it was. I
Do you know
said to him,
what?
"Cockapoo."
Little Miz.
That was so
Cockapoo's
lovely.
birthday. Happy
Um,
birthday, Cockapoo.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Right, let me just take that off the screen here for a minute. So when I
Thing, but
fire
you
up a
can do one
live,
now. Put Rickster in the box, please.
let me just mute
I can't
that.
see him.
I don't know what's going on with that. I will go back to that live in a second. But I'm just going on to a separate account because I don't want to get this one bananaed again. Like I said, I don't know what is going on, but someone said that I was mentioned in the lives. So I don't actually have a clue what is going on. So come to so Cam 2 said she come to me about streaming a rugby match. To give Beth an ultimatum. Where was I when this happened? Because they said it was that because obviously I have the only Tony account. So they said, what was it? Yeah, the woman said Teza and you put her in a very dark place. What I don't get the connection with the with a rugby players and what is happening. You told Beth she apparently had an hour to remove video and footage. What was the video about? What was the video about? When you was driving around England last year. Her live streaming kids playing rugby. So I tell her take random children off her page. What have I meant to have done? I'm very confused. Either threaten the woman or tell her to take children off her page. Either one. I need to message Teza, and if it is a case where someone has shared me something about someone recording children and putting children onto the page, because that to me don't sit right. If you're recording random children and you're making videos of them on social media, one, you're breaking the law, and two, you really need to fucking figure out what the hell you're doing in the first place. Do you understand what I mean? What are you recording someone's children for? But to randomly say to someone, "Oh, I'm coming," or someone was this misunderstood account. I don't even know this Beth person.
That you may get a bad diarrhea.
And that the whole lot of them involved may get a bad diarrhea while they're playing rugby, because I ain't got a fucking clue what the hell is going on. I really don't. Like, I don't get it. There's no way that I would just turn around and threaten someone for no reason. I.e., regardless who they are, man or woman on the account, for no reason. So, can you put up a message that I've sent? Lily, good afternoon. Sorry, good afternoon to you as well. I'd love to know what exactly has happened, because I'm badly confused myself now. I really am badly confused. Massive sorry if I missed anything that was up while I was gone. Massive thanks for the treasure box up top as well. I people listen. I am confused. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm very very confused. I'm trying to look through any messages on my account to see if there's anyone called Beth, but there's 500 plus message requests that I haven't got a clue where to even start. Yeah, it's 500. I don't know if you can see that on the screen. I don't know if you can see that, but there's 571 message requests, and I just haven't opened them, so I don't actually know what the hell is going on. Can It's probably going to kick me out. Let me try to go into but I can't while I'm on this phone. I can't. Katie, good afternoon, and thank you very much. Listen, he didn't message Beth. Tessa did and said I didn't message. Of course, I didn't message, but I don't know who Beth is. Beth. I haven't got a clue who Beth is. But I know I definitely didn't message over a year ago. Well, what the hell is me? Why is my own name being brought up now? Now, if that goes in an FYP, I'm probably going to have a shitload of people trying to mute and get me account blocked. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Well, anyways, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. To that account, Snakes, 100% good afternoon to you. Same as that Penny, but a year ago. But I still would like to see these messages. I still would like to see them. Uh, Linda, Is Linda calling me names? Linda, what am I getting called names for? Linda Hargraves. I'm saying, oh yeah. Sorry, I thought I was getting called. I'm thinking, what the hell have I done wrong? I came on here to have a chat and have a catch up because I wasn't on for the last couple of days. I'm 10 minutes live, 20 minutes live, or whatever it is, and I'm being dragged into more shit. I don't understand. I don't get people. You know what? I'm sorry, but I'm going to end the live, and I'll probably come on tomorrow at some point, but I am going to end the live. Because I can't catch up from that now. I don't even know what the hell is going on. I don't know what is going on over there. I don't even know what I'm being tangled up in. What is going on? I really, really don't have a clue of what's happening. Fuck it. Fuck it. What am I in the live for? What am I in the live for? Let's see. If we're going to be spoke about, I'm not in the lives no more. If we're going to be spoke about, I'm going to listen in.
That you may get a bad diarrhea.
All right, I'm going to listen in for a second just to see if it is happening. Again.
From saying about dead in beefs and that, like it's now
Yeah,
your
like what
turn.
the
Do you know
fuck
what
am
I
I
mean?
coming
So if
off
there's
for?
beef between you two, you both need to dead it now.
If she stops, I'll stop.
That you may get a bad diarrhea.
I don't even have any beef. It's not
Let's
that.
have a poll on who's got the best hair. I think that dead it.
Lily Love, a massive thank you as well, and a massive thanks to each of you. That is,
Have a
massive,
poll on
massive
who's got the
thanks.
best hair.
Yeah,
And
do
Good
it.
afternoon,
I
so
just want this beef sorted out anyway.
Do you know what I mean? Because I've spoke to No Face, and No Face meeting up Monday to take me for a Nando's.
No, but seriously, Tally, our communities are the ones that are fucking being depressed over all this shit.
Yeah, I
Yeah?
agree.
Yeah, that's
Our
true.
communities
Sammy
are the ones
Wilson,
that
good
are
afternoon.
suffering. Yeah, not
I'm
us.
going to listen in. So if I'm all right, I fired up a live to have a chat.
Some people
Bailey, a
might have
massive
done it, yeah,
thank
but
you,
the
and
rest of them
Zoe
are
and Ichia,
suffering.
thank you.
People's mental health are the ones that have been
Just
affected
fired up a live, but someone says that I was being spoken about in misreads,
by all of this.
Can I just say something? You
and
know,
I
when
haven't
all
got a
this
clue what is
happens and
going on.
everyone wants the dead beefs and everyone, and I'm all for it. You know, I'm all for like obviously bygones to be
Afternoon,
bygones
CJ.
and all that. Make amends, and it is genuine. But from the viewer's perspective, it does look all fake. It looks all set
Right,
up in that.
Miss Fred, can you do a quick poll? Can you just ask your people that's
Bailey, good afternoon,
commentating it,
Bailey.
yeah?
Good
Ask
afternoon to
them
each of us in the chat.
whose mental health has been affected.
And a massive, massive thanks to everyone with the 35.
That you may get a bad diarrhea.
By the way, if you hear that, I'm not asking for people to get a bad diarrhea. Pauline, a massive thanks. I'm not asking for people to get a bad diarrhea. That's just it's something I set up a couple of days ago, but I'll change it by the time I come back out. Well, let's tap the screen. So let's just have a recap of what the fuck is going on and fuck anyone that's speaking about me, right? I'm going to make it clear. I'm very, very clear. I'm going to show people there's a complete difference than me being behind the screen and them and to reality. Okay, because I think that is what's going on with people. Now, people want to talk about mental health. You can't spell it. Never mind fucking talk about it. You have not got a clue what my family was subjected to a year and a half because people wanted a bit of clout. You have not got a fucking clue. You really do not have a fucking clue. And let me tell you that. You do not have a clue. But I'm not going to go down that road this time around. Okay? Now, there is a serious reality away from these live feeds. All right. And people don't care. People don't care at the names that they're calling. They don't care. They were called paedophiles, stalkers, whatever the fuck that they want to call, if it's generating X amount of viewers in the page. That's all it is. And for somewhat, TikTok is actually supporting this behavior. Whereas I'll come on live, try to have a chat with people, and it gets you nowhere. Gets you absolutely nowhere. Like it's a fucking joke. But the reality behind it, it's so dangerous.
But I'm going to put it out there anyway.
Do you understand what I mean?
Why
It's so
don't
fucking
yourself,
dangerous.
Donna, you, Luke.
You know?
Hang on, will I just go and catch that flying pig?
I think it's too far gone for that.
Well, I'm just,
personally.
well, I'm putting it out there. I'll just put it out there. Do you know what I'm saying? You all want it.
Well, I've no need to come to that page because it's not. They're not even speaking about me. So
Yeah, Corey, stay quiet. That's right.
It's not Corey.
Isn't that about the common
Well, he's not. Well, he's not. He's not arguing, though, is he? He's not arguing.
Luke, the common
Sorry,
denominator is the fucking comments, mate, because of I've been sat back watching them for days, and the comments are the ones that are loving it.
Nah, you're wrong. You're wrong. I blame Delusive Angie. You're all wrong.
honestly, like, I've got no reason. Got no reason to come to it. I really don't. But let me put it this way to you. People are hiding on these accounts without their faces shown or anything like that, and probably think people won't find out who they are in the background. People coming in, bringing up people's names and bringing up whatever about people in the background. That's one thing. But I assure you, not this time around. So I am going to end this live. I'm going to reset my own self, my own mind. Yeah. Because I don't like that. Because that brings up fucking some serious fucking shit that was thrown at me and my family last year. I bring up a load of fucking shit as well at the same time. Do you understand? And from what I've seen with certain people's accounts these days, the more violent you are these days and showing it off on live, the more violent you are, the more support you get. Do you understand what I mean? Like it seems to be getting glorified. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's honestly gone to the fucking point where it's gone beyond a joke now. It's gone beyond a joke. You come on, the more violent. Look, I've got 7 people out of 20 out of whatever's here, and a massive thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna pin one of these. I guarantee you, since I don't know how many times I went live, I've never been able to complete a goal. But you come on here, you run people down, you come out with the worst shit that can possibly be said.
Diarrhea. That you may get a bad
TikTok
diarrhea.
will promote your fucking account, will promote your violence, promote that behavior, promote it, and then you'll be pumped out in there. People, it doesn't make sense these days. Social media does not make no fucking sense these days. It really doesn't make any sense these days. Like, it genuinely does not. It don't. Makes absolutely no sense. That has triggered me.
That you may get a bad diarrhea.
Me. It really has. I'm sorry about the bad diarrhea stuff. Bailey Stove, every single one of you, massive thanks to everyone that's tapped that screen. I'm going to end the live in the next 2 or 3 minutes. And then I want to go in and find out what is going on. What is going on? You understand? And I'll be up straight and honest with you. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm not going down the same road of being spoken about with 3, 4, 5,000 lives while people are being promoted by TikTok, while they run other people down. Look, I'm not threatening, nor am I saying anything else. But please believe me, there won't be a door that I won't take down belong to anyone on here. I don't care what man you are, what fella you think you are, or what bluff you think you've got up on top of people. If you're speaking about
that
me,
you may get a bad
please
diarrhea.
believe me, Either meet up and get it out of the way or stop talking shite. Because there is not one man
That you may get
on
a
this
bad
TikTok,
diarrhea.
there is not one man on this TikTok that I fear. It's as simple as that. The only man that I fear on this TikTok is the videos that I see of my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Other than that, there is not one person that I'll be bothered about. You want to come at my family, please believe me, I'm coming straight back at you. Yeah, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're in England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, Spain, fucking Greece, wherever you are sitting. Yeah, your body is just the same as mine. I bleed the same way you do. Yeah, do you understand me? But I'm not going to go down a road to try to argue with people, for these FYP shits. I'm not doing it. I've been there, I've done that. Do you understand what I mean? People on here are convinced that they are gangsters or dangerous people. Do you understand? You're only as dangerous as what God wants you to be. And please believe me, you might think that you're untouchable to people, but you're far, far from it. And that includes myself. That includes myself. Please believe me. I can be attacked the same way as anyone else can be tomorrow. But some people really don't realize it when they come on here running people down and running people's families down. They actually do think because they're in front of a screen, just like I am now, that they can call everyone and anyone, every name under the sun, and there'll be no repercussions, there'll be no karma, there'll be no nothing. That, unfortunately, is people living in a virtual world. That is what you're living in. You're living in a social media fucking bubble. Because anyone is capable to be. I don't care how big you think you are or how safe you think you are. Anything can happen to anyone. Let me reset because that's really triggered me about speaking about again in lives. Yeah, and that's really triggered me. Yeah, but I hope everyone is having a lovely Sunday. This is not the live that I wanted to come on and hold. I had no intentions of speaking anything drama or anything negative. I got tangled up in it. For those of you who was in here at the beginning, you see that I was dragged into that. Yeah. Didn't come on here to be negative. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come off and we're going to have a nice Sunday evening. We have a nice laugh and a joke for the night. Yeah. Okay. If dramas you want, when I come back on again on the next live, it there won't be no dramas. All right. So you're in the wrong part of TikTok. If you want dramas, I'm sure there's plenty of pages you could find for it. Yeah. But my point is, I just want to come off and relax for about 10, 15 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever. But I will come back on, yeah? I hope everyone in here that's watching has a lovely Sunday. Stay blessed. I hope you're all safe. And a massive, massive thanks to every single one of you uh, that has supported the live, yeah? And good luck. I'll catch you very, very shortly, my neighbours.